Raise your hand if you've got your Patty license. Well, then come on in. It's time to watch boxing at the Atlantis. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
And yes, he is Eastern Assassin. Larry Holmes dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this...
Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Good right uppercut. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
The flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. Can't land the jab there. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Stay full. Not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Smart. Just keep him on the end.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want the knockout. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab doesn't score. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. That uppercut can't get through. That counter shot lands. Another scoring shot there. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Well done with that counter shot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The straight right just misses. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last. There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Punch. This is with the straight left. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Blocked the left there. like what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Good one. Point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Let's see if they go to the bottom. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second.
Let's start the 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice exchange here from both men. Incredible work rate. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two were made for each other. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be, Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. The courage on display here is incredible. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. That jab was blocked. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Blocks the straight left. Gotta let your hands... And that body shot folded in like an old t-shirt.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Looking to land the hook. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And Larry Holmes goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.